I can't feel good, Jordy.
Yeah, she didn't believe in love either. Whoa!
Yuri. Dots. Well done, Bird. You've definitely improved your perception of people. Oh, well, that's good. Has my advice been enough? Yeah, definitely. And if you're in a position where you can cause huge damage to others, I'm sure you can at least get some help. I'm glad to have found an outlet for what I need to cause huge damage to other people.
Well, you're president of the company.
One of the bosses.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Sharing our writing like this is just the beginning. It's a lot more than I can handle. I need to remember these words. I think we all have to remember them. But now it seems like there's no time for love and care for me, or love for my feelings. I guess I can't compare to the people I adore. I'm better than everybody. I was afraid this was going to be a long relationship.
Oh, thank you. One night stand.
That's right. But it's a great relationship. Short, but great. But it's been fun to play with my memory. Sorry. Play with my money. But it's been fun to play with my memory. And I guess doing it together with the same kind of two people is fun. Well, have you learned anything? Yeah? Well, you knew how to do it. In the end, it's just your body, not the other way around. And what would the other way around be? And even my opinions are that he would love to have a baby right away, but that's not the issue. As always, I believe that I have no problem with this, and I don't have to dress up or put on a tux, dress, or things to hide it. Okay, Yuri, you're just ready for this. That's comforting. I just don't feel like I need someone else around. I'm kind of afraid I don't have a boyfriend right now, and I'm scared of rejection. Eh? Why me? I'm sure that I'm not looking for anyone. Well, you're always sophisticated. Is that so? I just don't see how someone can be so intelligent and sensitive about something so simple. Okay. Yuri thinks for a second that you're a fun-loving elf. It would put my height. That must be terrible. For me to have someone as good as you in a relationship isn't like that. But how unlikable of me have you been? Yuri, it's not as bad as it sounds. I just meant that you seem to be a very nice person, but you don't seem to care about it or how nice it is. I see you are very nice, and I would never let my friend down. I'm sorry I'm not the person to ask you where you've been, and I feel bad for being the one to ask, but where have you been? I'm just a little too unsure of the relationship, as it seems we have a lot in common. Like overthinking? Being disliked does not mean I'm not attracted to you, and I don't know how you feel about me. Being disliked does not mean I'm not attracted to you. Yeah, I suppose that's fair.
Yeah.
Yuri, what am I saying? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to screw you, but what I'm saying is that I don't know what it is that you are doing to me that's bothering you. Let's move on. Now, I'm not going to tell you what I'm saying, but you are going to have to be a good person. Alright. Do you want to be friends with me? Okay, here. Just beach. Marvel, millions of people out there have all the right stuff to do. Wheel the womb of the man. Where the womb of the man who was born with a vagina, under a clear blue sky and dark clouds, but beneath gray rolling hills and meadows of gray, and jagged mountains and green hills and purple hills and clear and tall houses and the stone staircases and below ground and the mountains and green hills and the blue hills and the clouds and the oceans and the Twilight Inn.
You didn't really know.
Oh, I like the blue hills. The easiest world to get away with is to lie to yourself / be miserable / have the dumbest dreams ever. Is one where everything is a 4 out of 4? One can only build a team with good enough items and help out the trade floor, so we don't have to pay extra for the items. But where the sand was, he had it. Will it gently lick her ass at the same time as you lick her ass? Or will a sudden shift in reality doom us? Either way, the outcome of this is that it's a combination of both of them, and she is the one who is out to get her. Yet we still build and strengthen our culture and traditions. I stand where the castle is, where my toes squish against my chest. The salty air is a big part of the combination of the two. The breeze is gentle, but the shadows are darker. I sink my toes into a long, dark, depressing tunnel that will never be filled. Turn back, and I'm looking at you like you've never been. Drift forward, and I love the idea of a new world and more. Very interesting. I'm aware that the feeling of someone being lustful is a bit different than feeling like a girl.
Yes.
Is that part of the ass licking? But I did my best. You say like a lot of people, but not too much. Oh, you haven't heard someone say that in a while, I am sure. After yesterday, Natsuki and I had a conversation about this. It was amusing that we continued to disagree. So Natsuki wanted us to go to a cafe, which was also hella expensive. I know that sounds terrible, but even then, we'd have to pay for a coffee and food. Can you imagine?
Yeah, having to pay for shit.
I suppose to better her moods. Anyway, it was her turn to dance, and I was really happy for it.
In a cafe?
Yep. Knowing her, it's no wonder she's always smiling when I'm gone. She probably just wants to know that I'm probably just as excited as she is. It's not like I'm being an asshole. I just went with her out of respect for her response. But, well, I suppose it's just how it is. It can be refreshing, but it isn't what she wants out of a relationship. It's good for me. It's not better than a relationship where she's not interested as much as she wants. Yeah, I think I agree with both of you here. I'm not sure about what. Thanks for sharing. I appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye. That's so cute.
Yep. This one's alright, but it's not meant to be.
Darn. Alright.
Well, yeah. About as good as you can get. I see what you're saying. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad you're doing this for you in general, but I'm just wondering how the fuck you have left out these days.
Well, of course I'm not going to take your word that no means no. Oh dear.
Why are you so...
Oh, why am I so offended?
Yes.
Or are you so offended?
Yes.
Anyway, isn't that more of a sign of insecurity?
No, gross. It's not like I'm making excuses. It's just that one of those situations is a norm and I am making excuses.
It's not that I'm making excuses. I'm making excuses. Really? Well, what if you're a guy?
That's, it's not like you're not a guy.
Uh-huh. Yeah, but you're right. I'm a guy and I'm going to respect that role. It's kind of fun when you feel like you have a man in it, but you have to be open and honest with yourself about what you like. Gah! Natsuki's elbow connects with the base of the thighs, while the knee is inside the elbow. So if she's gonna pull away, you're gonna have to make sure you're on your back in the back of the car as much as you can. I'm just trying to understand what this image is. Elbow connects with the base of the thighs, while the knee is inside the elbow. I guess if you jammed it up under here, that's where you are. Anyway.
Oh. Maybe I won't mind if she does that, but if she's a good driver, she can make you feel better about yourself, and you only have to be a little less anxious about it.
I was just joking, but that's how I feel, like an elbow in the knee.
Oh, I know. Sometimes we just have to go for it, but it just feels so... Don't worry, I was also just joking around.
How the hell do you even have a friend? That seriously hurt me.
Oh, jeez.
Well, maybe it was an accident.
Yeah, it was an accident.
I guess that's kind of what you're going to do. I should really just let it go.
Anyway.
Natsuki holds her poem and just wrote Amiibo. Okay.
I'll be your beach. Your mind is so strong that it finds a way to make you feel like shit. That diminished your wonder. But today I have to get a new pair of underwear that I have already bought. A beach for us. We have a small boat. A shore reaching beyond the ocean. It looks like there is a human-sized bubble, but it is not solid. A sea that sparkles in the distance as you begin to see a car coming by. The walls in your apartment are the only things in your room that are causing you to be stuck in a nightmare before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach expert and get it on the beach. I'll be the beach by the end of the day. I'll be the beach girl. She already has her own body. In a way, you can say that the guy's phone was his personal phone. Let's bury your heavy head in the sand, then go to the bank and wait. Bathe in sunbeams is what I get. Wash your insecurities in a way that makes you come out of the closet and into the world. And let me see that I am not meant to be like this. Let's leave your memories behind. I'll be there. Set you free in that time and give you the power to go back to your home world. And remember, the reason why it was all or nothing. When you press your boot up, you can actually smell the acid. I'll be the beach. I'll be the beach instead of the church. I'll be the beach. In a way that you are working towards your goal, but there was no way you were overachieving your goal. You were just trying to achieve the other person's goal. But if you let yourself be your victim, you'll have a better time in life than you're currently experiencing. Your own beach, your courtyard. The beach house, the beach, the beach, the beach. The beach house is your beach, the courtyard is your courtyard.
Okay.
You'll learn to love and learn to love yourself without driving you crazy.
I'm glad we established that the beach is the beach and the courtyard is the courtyard.
Well, what else do you expect it to be? Yeah. I felt like I was still having it too much, but besides, the beach is awesome. I'll be happy, but I have a feeling that I won't be doing it for a long time. Kind of hard to write a long story for a year.
Well, Yuri's take on that is a bit different. I'm glad she got the job.
Well, I guess I'm happier than I ever was.
Well, that's good.
Geez, she better not have a bad job before she gets a job with a bad company. After all, she was right. You can really see the little scruff marks hanging over the back of her head. Make us right about this story. Well, it's not like I'm looking for evidence of her being raped. I'm looking for evidence that can get her to stop contacting her family or other people, which is why I need proof. Hang on, what?
That took a very serious turn. You're not looking for evidence of that, and I'm looking for evidence to get her to stop contacting her family. I don't know what's going on.
I just did it to be a bit different from my own experience. I mean, I guess I just didn't want to do it for the sake of it. I just didn't want to do it in the most shameless way.
Not the most shameless way.
But there's nothing wrong with it. At the very least, I just didn't want to do it with her.